that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. 76 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 49 yards. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On first down, Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Screen play, McKinnon. They find some open field here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once. He's got a man complete. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive line?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tony. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Going for it with McKinnon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Trips. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Crunch time, defense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers forced out to his left. looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 72 yards. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Steps away. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Rodgers again now. Completes it again to Dobbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a bit closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sideline.
And that's caught inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a car. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A dump down to McKinnon. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And some room to roam now. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Dances by him. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 53 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rodgers now to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers able to get away. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's going to look deep for Watkins, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On first down, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On second down, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 12, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to Sanders on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Phillip. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It's a handoff to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win. And
now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Rodgers got to have this one. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's complete to Dobbs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready?
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Here we go.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first. Packers are underway. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers now on 1st down. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. An inside give to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 37. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On play action, now Rodgers out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They go play fake. Mahomes Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, anything, no rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused in here.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Dillon up the middle. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will be... Begin things. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be brought out from the middle. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to pass first play is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. run for it with Pollard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 67 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Prescott off play action. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On the draw, it's Pollard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Pollard again. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away. He's able to find Melton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. That's caught at the 3. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a two-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And he's going to have another first down.